Have you ever wondered if pleasure can still play a powerful role in your well-being as you age? As we grow older, we often face changes in our bodies, relationships, and emotional health. But one thing remains constant: our need for connection, intimacy, and joy. In this video, we're diving into the surprising and profound benefits of masturbation for older adults, showing you how it can enhance not just your physical health, but also your emotional and mental well-being. By watching this video until the end, you'll discover how masturbation can help maintain circulation, support sexual health, and even reduce stress and anxiety. Important factors that can transform the way you feel in your later years. We'll also challenge outdated stigmas about aging and sexuality, empowering you to embrace your body and your desires without shame. Plus, we'll explore how this natural, intimate practice can bring a sense of control and comfort, especially during life's challenging transitions. So, stick around to find out how pleasure and self-care can be lifelong pursuits, and why masturbation is not just about physical satisfaction. It's a powerful tool for emotional healing and self-empowerment as you age. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. For adults in their later years, particularly those between the ages of 55 and 80, self-pleasure can become a much deeper, more meaningful experience than it may have been in earlier stages of life. While often seen merely as a source of physical satisfaction, self-pleasure opens a gateway to profound self-connection, self-care, and emotional wellness. Imagine this practice as a quiet, joyful celebration of yourself, a way to tune into your body, listen to its needs, and nurture a sense of wholeness. Engaging in self-pleasure allows us to embrace our bodies and our lives at every stage, showing us that intimacy, pleasure, and self-love aren't bound by age but are everlasting parts of our human experience. Let's take a journey into this empowering world, breaking down outdated stigmas, uncovering the numerous benefits it brings, and shifting our view on intimacy and self-care as we grow older. By discussing these topics openly, we can truly begin to appreciate self-pleasure as a vital practice that promotes health, mental balance, and fulfillment. As we age, caring for our bodies becomes not just important but essential. Many of us focus on nutrition, exercise, and sleep, but self-pleasure is also an effective, natural means to support our well-being. The benefits for older adults extend far beyond physical pleasure. This is about reconnecting with our changing bodies, allowing us to tune into sensations, and maintaining physical functions that keep us vibrant and engaged. Physically, self-pleasure can play a crucial role in helping us adapt to the natural changes that occur in our bodies over time. Hormones fluctuate, circulation patterns evolve, muscle tone may diminish, and our energy might ebb and flow in different ways. These natural shifts can sometimes lead to changes in sexual function, desire, and responsiveness, but self-pleasure offers a gentle, satisfying way to honor and support our body's needs. One of the most impactful physical benefits of self-pleasure is its role in promoting healthy circulation throughout the body. In particular, the act of self-pleasure encourages blood flow to areas that need it most as we grow older, especially to the genital region. This increased circulation is essential for keeping tissues healthy and elastic, preventing what's known as tissue atrophy, where, over time, tissues lose their fullness and sensitivity due to decreased blood flow. Regular self-stimulation helps ensure that these areas remain responsive, capable of experiencing pleasure, and vital to our overall well-being. It's a gift to ourselves, a way of lovingly maintaining our body's capacity for pleasure while also encouraging the release of endorphins, those wonderful mood-boosting hormones that help us feel lighter, more relaxed, and more at ease. Endorphins released through self-pleasure do more than elevate our mood. They have a therapeutic effect on our mental and emotional health. These natural chemicals can act as a balm against common challenges in later years, such as stress, anxiety, and even mild depression. With life's ups and downs, The changes we experience in our senior years can bring on stressors that feel new and sometimes overwhelming. Self-pleasure offers a natural and soothing outlet to manage these feelings, grounding us and creating a sense of calm and well-being. And the benefits extend further. Those same endorphins can also help manage physical discomfort, making self-pleasure a practical tool for dealing with chronic pain or simply easing the body into a more relaxed state. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In fact, for older adults, self-pleasure can serve as a highly effective method for improving sleep quality. Many of us know that good sleep is the foundation of good health, yet sleep disturbances and insomnia can become more common as we age. Self-pleasure provides a relaxing, intimate way to wind down at the end of the day, easing the body into restfulness and preparing the mind for deeper, more restorative sleep. By fostering this state of calm, it becomes easier to fall asleep and stay asleep, which in turn boosts energy, mental clarity, and overall quality of life. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, with a renewed sense of vitality that enhances your ability to embrace each day fully. For men, self-pleasure may also play a protective role in prostate health, adding another layer of benefit to this practice. Research has suggested that regular ejaculation, whether through partnered intimacy or solo activities, can help flush out toxins and other substances from the prostate gland. This flushing process may reduce the risk of prostate cancer and other issues, making self-pleasure not only enjoyable but also an important part of a proactive health routine in later years. Knowing that this simple, private act can help protect one's health adds a sense of purpose to self-pleasure, transforming it from a mere activity into a ritual of self-care. Self-pleasure also provides an opportunity to embrace one's desires and needs without shame or inhibition. For many adults, societal attitudes toward aging and sexuality can lead to feelings of embarrassment or hesitation, creating a sense of disconnect from one's own body. By exploring self-pleasure, we reclaim our right to experience joy, pleasure, and self-acceptance, reaffirming that age does not diminish our capacity for desire or enjoyment. Instead, it allows us to view these intimate moments as deeply personal and affirming experiences that enhance our relationship with ourselves. It's about connecting with who we are in this moment, honoring every wrinkle, every change, and every newfound sense of freedom. When we approach self-pleasure with an open mind, it becomes a path toward embracing our authentic selves. By breaking down the barriers of outdated stigmas, we allow ourselves to experience a fuller, richer life. This is a way of nurturing our happiness, maintaining a positive relationship with our bodies, and fostering self-compassion. Aging doesn't mean letting go of the joy of intimacy. It's about transforming it, finding new ways to connect with ourselves, and cherishing the beautiful, complex relationship we have with our bodies. Self-pleasure is more than a tool for physical health. It is a journey into self-love, self-discovery, and self-respect. As we come to embrace this aspect of our lives, we can find in self-pleasure a deep, satisfying connection that resonates throughout our being. It's a reminder that we can find pleasure, joy, and balance at any age, keeping ourselves grounded in our bodies and uplifted in spirit. Self-pleasure allows us to nurture not only our physical selves but our emotional and mental health as well, offering a wellspring of comfort, vitality, and inner peace. Let's celebrate this beautiful aspect of life, allowing it to guide us into a healthier, more balanced, and ultimately more fulfilling experience of aging. Masturbation isn't just something men can enjoy. Women, too, can gain tremendous benefits from embracing self-pleasure, especially as they grow older. Regular masturbation is more than just a physical act. It's an essential form of self-care that can profoundly impact a woman's body, mind, and spirit. Physically, it helps keep the vagina healthy by encouraging natural lubrication, which is key to preventing dryness, irritation, and discomfort that may come with age. It also promotes elasticity in vaginal tissue, keeping everything supple and comfortable. This is especially important as the body changes with time, as it helps ensure that physical intimacy, whether shared or solo, remains pleasant and fulfilling. But beyond the physical, masturbation offers something even deeper. A chance to nurture a compassionate, loving relationship with oneself, reconnecting with personal needs and desires in an intimate and caring way. The emotional and psychological advantages are just as meaningful as the physical. Many women find that masturbation serves as a vital source of comfort and stability in their emotional lives, a moment of solitude and care that's increasingly important as circumstances evolve. Whether it's adapting to a changing body, experiencing shifts in relationships, or facing the reality of living alone. This simple act of self-connection offers not just pleasure but also a profound sense of relief. It can lessen feelings of loneliness, soothe anxiety, and even help manage grief. For instance, when one has lost a partner or is experiencing deep shifts in their closest relationships, self-pleasure can be a reminder that intimacy and connection still exist, even if life looks different. Masturbation becomes a form of self-love, offering a safe space for comfort and warmth that might otherwise feel out of reach. Self-pleasure is also about reclaiming control over one's own body and emotions, a control that can sometimes feel distant as the aging process affects mobility or as one becomes more reliant on caregivers for support. For older adults dealing with chronic health conditions or the challenges of reduced independence, masturbation can be incredibly empowering. It's a way to feel in charge of one's well-being, to know that pleasure and comfort are still attainable on one's terms. This can bring an invaluable sense of freedom and self-assurance, especially when other aspects of life might feel out of control. This control isn't just about physical independence, but extends to emotional independence, too. Masturbation reminds us that we can still create moments of joy, access our inner wellspring of pleasure, and nurture a connection with ourselves even as external circumstances shift. In a society that often associates sexuality with performance, especially for younger people, self-pleasure becomes a beautifully personal experience as we age, free from the pressures of meeting any external expectations. For many, this shift allows for a rediscovery of pleasure that's purely for oneself, without concern for meeting another person's needs or fitting into social molds. It's a time to explore what feels best without judgment or rush, to deepen the understanding and appreciation of one's own body. This freedom to engage in self-exploration at one's own pace can deepen the relationship with oneself, making it easier to accept and even celebrate the unique needs and preferences that evolve. Self-pleasure in later life is a powerful reminder that our relationship with ourselves is one of the most valuable we'll ever have. Then, there's the release and relief that masturbation brings. Orgasms cause endorphins to flood the body, which can counteract stress and boost mood naturally. This can be a much-needed uplift for older adults who might face the sadness of loss, like the passing of a spouse or the separation from loved ones. In these times, masturbation isn't simply a physical act. It's a form of emotional support, a private source of comfort in the face of life's challenges. The simple act of tuning into one's own needs can feel like a loving embrace, a reminder that joy and connection are still available, even if the world outside feels a bit more empty. It provides an opportunity for emotional healing, a way to feel loved, seen, and valued, even if it's by oneself. However, as with all things, balance is essential. Masturbation should remain a healthy, positive aspect of life, especially as it can be tempting to turn to it frequently when feeling isolated or lonely. While masturbation offers comfort and release, there's a line between self-care and overindulgence that's important to be mindful of. Over-reliance on self-pleasure as a way to avoid emotional challenges can sometimes lead to unintended consequences, potentially creating a cycle of emotional withdrawal where one becomes disconnected from the people and world around them. The initial relief can become a cycle of isolation, where it feels easier to retreat into oneself rather than seek connections with others. Finding a healthy balance between self-comfort and outward connection is key to ensuring masturbation remains a positive, nourishing part of one's life. Ultimately, masturbation in later life is an act of self-love and self-acceptance, a gentle reminder that our bodies and minds are worthy of care and kindness, no matter our age. It's a way to embrace change, celebrate resilience, and hold on to joy. Pleasure, connection, and comfort are still within reach, always. Whether to relieve stress, cope with difficult emotions, or simply enjoy a moment of intimate solitude, masturbation is a timeless way to honor and connect with oneself. So, allow yourself these moments of self-care, for they are more than mere pleasure. They are a testament to the enduring beauty of self-compassion. As we journey through life and grow older, our bodies naturally experience changes, and we may find that certain activities, including masturbation, can become physically tiring. For many older adults, fluctuations in energy levels are common, and it's perfectly normal to feel that energy isn't as abundant as it once was. When physical fatigue follows self-stimulation, it's a sign that our approach to pleasure and self-care needs to be balanced, gentle, and considerate of our body's needs. Masturbation can certainly play a role in self-care, but it's essential to remember that it's just one piece of a larger puzzle. Self-care in its truest sense is about tending to all facets of well-being: mental, physical, emotional, and social. For our health and happiness, each of these elements must be nurtured, and none should overshadow the others. Taking a rounded approach to self-care means prioritizing social connections, physical activity, and activities that genuinely uplift us. We thrive when we maintain connections with friends, engage in hobbies that bring us joy, and move our bodies regularly to stay physically active. These practices enrich our lives and provide fulfillment on multiple levels. While self-stimulation can be a positive and intimate way to connect with oneself, it becomes concerning if it starts to overshadow other equally important aspects of life, such as relationships, meaningful hobbies, or emotional health. If you feel that self-stimulation has become your primary emotional outlet or a way to avoid facing certain life challenges, it may be time to consider other avenues of support and self-discovery. Seeking alternatives like therapy can offer an incredible pathway to exploring deeper emotional needs, helping us find new ways to cope and grow. Meditation, too, can be a calming, restorative practice that fosters inner peace and self-awareness. Joining a support group with like-minded individuals can also provide a sense of community and shared understanding. These resources empower us to achieve a balanced life, where each aspect contributes to our well-being rather than one single activity becoming a substitute for a fuller life experience. Achieving a balance between all parts of life allows us to feel fulfilled, find pleasure in various activities, and keep our emotional and physical well-being in harmony, especially as we age. Embracing our sexuality is a vital part of this journey to wholeness, yet it's often surrounded by unnecessary stigma as we grow older. Society can send confusing messages about aging and intimacy, sometimes suggesting that only the young are entitled to experience and express their sexuality. In Western culture, especially, there's an unspoken belief that sexual desire naturally fades with age, leaving many older adults feeling embarrassed or even ashamed of their enduring natural desires. This misconception creates a narrative that can be emotionally damaging, making individuals feel as though they must suppress a fundamental part of themselves simply because of their age. But the reality is that sexuality is not bound by age. It is an intrinsic, lifelong part of human nature. The need for intimacy, pleasure, and connection doesn't simply vanish with time. It evolves, often growing more nuanced and meaningful as life experiences deepen. Reclaiming your sexuality in later life is an act of self-love and self-acceptance, affirming that pleasure is a right, not a privilege reserved for a specific age group. Embracing one's desires without shame is empowering, especially in a world that often sidelines older adults when it comes to conversations about intimacy. This isn't just about challenging outdated norms. It's about affirming a person's worth, agency, and freedom to experience joy in whatever form it takes. Sexual health and intimacy are integral to overall well-being and should be regarded as aspects of health that deserve as much attention and care as physical fitness and emotional health. The belief that sexual expression is inappropriate for older adults is an outdated, limiting notion that only leads to guilt and isolation. By embracing the right to pleasure, connection, and intimacy without fear of judgment, older adults can cultivate a rich, fulfilling relationship with themselves and others. It's time to break free from societal constraints and reshape the narrative around aging and sexuality. The need for intimacy, affection, and connection doesn't disappear. It transforms, taking on new dimensions and deeper meanings. We're here to challenge societal norms that restrict us, and instead, we want to empower every older adult to embrace their body, desires, and worth without hesitation. Creating an environment where open conversations about aging and sexuality are welcomed and normalized is key. When we foster this openness, we allow older individuals to explore and enjoy their bodies and connections with others without guilt or inhibition. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. This open dialogue can also help dismantle harmful myths and misconceptions that have long surrounded aging and sexuality. When we acknowledge and accept that sexuality is an enduring part of the human experience, we create space for older adults to have meaningful, joyful experiences. Everyone deserves the freedom to experience intimacy and pleasure as part of their life, regardless of age. When society supports this vision, it empowers individuals to feel valued and complete, able to fully engage with their bodies, their partners, and their deepest selves. As we move through the stages of life, our relationship with our bodies and with ourselves evolves in profoundly meaningful ways. In our youth, the exploration of our sexuality and desires may be fueled by curiosity, a yearning for connection, or sometimes even the desire to fit into societal expectations that define what intimacy should look like. Often, we find ourselves navigating uncharted waters, trying to understand our bodies while learning how to relate to others, guided by a mixture of excitement, insecurity, and social influence. There is beauty in that early journey, but it is often laden with pressures and preconceptions, where our sense of self-worth can feel tethered to outward appearances or the opinions of others. But as we age, the focus shifts. Our approach to intimacy, including self-intimacy, becomes less about reaching some external ideal and more about discovering and savoring the fulfillment that comes from within. This time of life brings a gentler, more profound understanding of our bodies and their desires. Rather than being a performance, self-pleasure in later years becomes a deeply personal and intimate experience, grounded in comfort, relaxation, and a sense of profound satisfaction. It becomes less about how we measure up and more about embracing who we truly are. With each passing year, our bodies may change in ways that feel unfamiliar or even challenging, but these changes are not a loss, they're an invitation. Many older adults discover that engaging in self-pleasure during their senior years opens the door to new sensations and a unique, more reflective approach to intimacy that they might not have considered earlier in life. This stage of life offers a precious opportunity to reconnect with our bodies as they are now, in their current, evolved form. Instead of focusing on what may have shifted or diminished, this is a time to celebrate what remains and what has deepened. The capacity for joy, the resilience, and the quiet wisdom our bodies carry. Through practices like masturbation, we create a private, sacred space to honor all that our bodies have endured and achieved, a space where we can truly feel whole. This journey of rediscovering one's body in later years can be incredibly liberating. Instead of viewing aging as a decline, we can see it as an opening, a time of deepening self-awareness, acceptance, and tenderness. Engaging with your body in this way is more than physical pleasure. It's an act of self-love and respect, a way to embrace the changes that come with age and recognize the beauty in them. This shift from seeking external validation to finding peace and fulfillment within oneself nurtures a profound sense of contentment that transcends physicality, offering a sense of wholeness that only grows with time. Incorporating masturbation into a holistic self-care routine can be an incredibly empowering experience. Yet it is most fulfilling when balanced with other forms of nurturing that promote overall wellness. True well-being emerges from blending practices of self-care with the support and connection of a loving community. Social connections, whether through family, friends, or community groups, are essential. These relationships provide companionship, love, and understanding that complement the comfort of solitude, adding layers of richness and joy to life. The human need for connection doesn't diminish with age. In fact, it often becomes even more essential. The warmth of a supportive network creates a foundation for emotional resilience and provides companionship that brings a sense of belonging and fulfillment that physical pleasure alone cannot offer. Beyond relationships, engaging in physical and mental activities can deepen this sense of holistic well-being. Practices like yoga, meditation, or even simple nature walks can provide grounding, clarity, and a connection to the world around us. These practices enhance not only our emotional health but also our sense of purpose and serenity. Movement is especially important for maintaining physical vitality. Activities like strength training, walking, or cardiovascular exercises help us stay agile, balanced, and energetic. Physical health plays a crucial role in how we experience life, and while self-pleasure can offer comfort and joy, it is only one piece of the puzzle. Regular exercise fosters a feeling of vibrancy, allowing us to enjoy our bodies and the world around us more fully. Finding this balance between self-pleasure and health-promoting activities cultivates a life of intentional, mindful self-care. Maintaining a holistic self-care routine that integrates these elements is, in itself, a deeply loving act. It allows us to cherish each aspect of our being and to navigate aging with grace and resilience. Masturbation can indeed be a nourishing part of this journey, offering moments of intimate connection that remind us of our enduring ability to feel joy and comfort. But it's essential to view it as part of a larger, more comprehensive approach to caring for oneself. An approach that includes the richness of human connection, the discipline of physical health, and the grounding practices that bring us closer to ourselves and the world. As we grow older, we have the opportunity to redefine what pleasure means on our terms. By embracing the physical, emotional, and social aspects of self-care, we honor the entirety of our lives and experiences. In doing so, we create a life filled with balance, joy, and profound contentment, where pleasure and self-compassion walk hand in hand. This holistic path to well-being is not only fulfilling, it is a celebration of the journey and a testament to the resilience and beauty of the human spirit. 7 sexual health and mental wellness tips to help you along the way. 1. Strengthen your self-perception and confidence as you age. As we move through life, the relationship we have with ourselves can sometimes waver under the weight of societal expectations and physical changes. However, cultivating a strong sense of self-worth and confidence can be one of the most transformative gifts we give ourselves. This journey to self-acceptance starts with shifting our focus inward, recognizing our inner strengths, and learning to appreciate the unique beauty that time bestows. Every line, scar, and memory our bodies carry is a testament to the lives we've led, the lessons we've learned, and the growth we've achieved. Embracing these changes with a confident heart allows us to live more fully, find new sources of joy, and develop a deeper sense of pride in who we are becoming. 2. Nurture a positive self-image and mental health. Mental health is the foundation of all well-being, yet as we grow older, maintaining a positive self-image can feel like a constant journey. With age, we gain wisdom and resilience, but we may also face new challenges. Practicing self-compassion, setting aside time for reflection, and engaging in activities that bring joy all contribute to mental wellness. Self-image and mental health are deeply intertwined. Feeling good about ourselves lifts our spirits while nurturing our mental health reinforces our self-worth. Activities like meditation, journaling, and spending quality time with loved ones create moments of peace and positivity. Every day, remind yourself that you are worthy of love, joy, and care. These small steps help us feel fulfilled and remind us that no matter what society may say, every phase of life has something valuable to offer. 3. Embrace self-love through masturbation for emotional and physical well-being. Masturbation can be more than just a pleasurable act. It can be a form of self-care that brings both emotional and physical relief. For many, it's an opportunity to connect with themselves and explore personal desires and needs. Engaging in self-love can boost endorphins, relieve stress, and elevate our mood, offering a natural and fulfilling way to feel at peace with ourselves. More importantly, it's a reminder that pleasure doesn't require anyone else's validation. Self-pleasure fosters a profound connection with our bodies, reaffirming that we are in control of our happiness and self-worth. In a world that often neglects to affirm the joy of sexual autonomy, self-love is a powerful way of saying, "I matter, and I am deserving of this happiness." 4. Develop comfort and acceptance with your changing body. Aging brings many physical changes, and it's easy to become self-critical. But self-love offers a powerful remedy. Masturbation can be an intimate way to build comfort with our evolving bodies, discovering new forms of beauty in the process. When we allow ourselves to enjoy pleasure and embrace our physicality, we acknowledge the strength, resilience, and experiences our bodies carry. This isn't just about physical appearance. It's about accepting our bodies as they are, with all their abilities and limitations. By nurturing this connection, we begin to see ourselves through a kinder, more compassionate lens. Self-love helps us embrace and celebrate our bodies, affirming that we are worthy of joy and pleasure at any age. 5. Celebrate sexual health and autonomy as a source of confidence. There is something profoundly empowering about knowing that we can take charge of our happiness, especially when it comes to our sexual health. Masturbation reinforces our autonomy and reminds us that we are in control of our bodies and our desires. This self-reliance fosters a sense of confidence and pride, enhancing our mental well-being by affirming our right to pleasure and happiness. It's a beautiful reminder that joy doesn't have to rely on anyone else's presence or approval. By embracing sexual autonomy, we show ourselves that we are capable, self-sufficient, and deserving of a life filled with positivity and joy. 6. Boost your mood, relieve stress, and build resilience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One of the greatest benefits of self-love and masturbation is its ability to uplift our spirits. The release of endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine that accompanies sexual pleasure can act as a natural mood booster, offering a quick and effective way to reduce stress and anxiety. This kind of self-care fosters emotional resilience, reminding us that we are capable of finding joy and contentment within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. For older adults, this can be particularly meaningful. In moments of loneliness or stress, masturbation offers a comforting and affirming experience. Each act of self-care strengthens our capacity for resilience, empowering us to face life's challenges with renewed positivity and grace. 7. Enhance cognitive health and brain function through regular sexual activity. Studies increasingly show that maintaining an active sexual life, even if through masturbation, can contribute to better brain health, offering a natural way to support cognitive function and prevent cognitive decline. This may be due to the beneficial effects of endorphins, improved circulation, and stress reduction associated with sexual pleasure. For those in their later years, this is an exciting revelation. Taking time for sexual health isn't only enjoyable but also contributes to mental sharpness. Engaging in regular self-love keeps our brains active, vibrant, and resilient, enhancing our ability to enjoy life fully, no matter our age. Ultimately, masturbation isn't merely a private pleasure. It's a profound way to connect with ourselves emotionally and physically, nurturing our mental health and well-being. It reminds us that we still have desires, still experience joy, and still cherish our bodies. Embracing this aspect of life with open arms helps older adults find a renewed sense of purpose, taking pride in the capacity to love and nurture themselves. By acknowledging the powerful bond between sexual health and mental health, we allow ourselves to live fully, appreciating the beauty of every stage in life. As we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from today's insights? What's one thing you'll take away and start applying in your own life? Share it with us in the comments below. Your experiences and reflections could be an inspiration for others on a similar journey. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us keep creating content that empowers and connects us all. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you.